Yo, what's going on, guys? Going to be showing you the highest win rate and pick rate build on Diana in the jungle. It's at a 59% win rate, which is insane because she's one of the highest picked junglers in the game right now. We're going to be building her with Nashers into Sunfire into Demonic. This build is absurdly strong. With the damage and attack speed from Nashers, you can blow through your camps and have extremely successful ganks. The attack speed synergizes extremely well with her 300% bonus damage against monsters on her passive on every third auto attack. The biggest issue with AP Diana is the fact that she's super reliant on Zhonya's. She has such good shred damage. It'd be similar to building a Zhonya's on Master Yi, but you absolutely have to if you're going to be playing her squishy. This is why tankier on hit Diana has a much better win rate and is a much smoother carry experience. For our runes, we took Conquer with Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, Conditioning, Unflinching, Attack Speed, AP, and Armor. You can go for Lethal Tempo or Phase Rush. Those are far more situational. You can't go wrong with Conquer. You can stack it super fast with your 3 ability, or I should say all 4 ability burst into auto attack, stack it pretty much instantly. We're going to start with bot side for best leash possible. Starting red buff or blue buff, it doesn't really matter. You just want to get through your camps as quick as possible. Your order of operations on Diana of what you're looking for is mainly to full clear and gank. Full clear and gank and team fight. That is your objective. You're not looking to do massive 1 vs 1s against Lee Sins and Warwicks and Mordekaisers and Master Yi's and Olafs. That's not your goal. Diana is not a strong soloist until she has Nash and Sunfire. Once she has Nash and Sunfire, you can solo most things in the game. And until that point, focus on clearing and ganking and team fighting. Go ahead and save Smite for the Krugs here. You generally want to get your W level 2. It keeps you much healthier. If you do have to fight the enemy jungler because they invade you, you'll be much happier getting W than E level 2. But if you do go E level 2, it doesn't change that much. The clear speed is about the same. You'll just be lower HP. So either way. Any way you cut it, you're not going to be ganking level 2 on Diana. It's really bad. She's a really fast full clear style champion. You might as well. Great scaler. Dark Seal is a really good first item to rush. Then you should push for your Nash, Sunfire, and Demonic. Dark Seal is really, really good on her since she has such good kill potential in ganks. It allows her to really get stacking early. You want to spread out your abilities a little bit. That way you get the full value from your passives, bonus attack speed for 3 seconds after each ability usage. If you can keep that bonus attack speed constantly pumping, then you'll be very happy. I'm going to get E at the opposite side. Why these 2 abilities are on a cooldown, I'm going to pull this over. You never want to put your E on full cooldown. Whenever you E something that you've hit with your Q in the last 3 seconds, then it puts your E on full reset. Do keep that in mind. It's very important that you try to keep your E up at all times because its full cooldown is ridiculous. It's 22 seconds without blue buff. We finished around 315-ish. Fiora's looking gankable. I think Sin should have that. Okay, he does have it. That stalled out our scuttle quite a bit. It was worth lingering though, just in case. I can't save him from the Kayn. He might have been able to save himself there with his fling. He wasn't quite able to get it. We'll push for double scuttle. Kayn gets a free kill. We get double scuttle. He's at a little bit of an advantage and he gets to stay from minion wave. Not ideal by any means. Mid lane dies. We could stay for Kayn Gromp as it spawns. Kayn's definitely weaker than Diana in the early game. I would actually rather if he went blue Kayn. The fact that he has Conqueror and Resolve Tree means he's most likely going red Kayn. I want to see if we can take this guy's Gromp. He might have stayed on the map foolishly, and then Gromp's going to be free. Should be coming up right about now. So it looks like he reset for items. Our recall is going to be extended because of that. I'm going to ghost for this. Kayn's going to get a lot of free red essence here. We don't want to fight this out. Kayn has item advantage and he has the Yuumi. We took the risk of staying to take his Gromp. He backed immediately after the full clear shove. So that panned out really, really well for him. We're not behind, but we haven't spent our gold, so we need to take that into account. Me and Kayn are both 1 kill, 1 kill. The fact that we haven't spent our gold means we need to stay away from situations with people who have more items than us, which is pretty much everybody right now. It's okay to pop your Ghost early in a gank, especially if you need to get there in time. Ghost is a lower cooldown than Flash, so even if it doesn't pan out, you're not punished nearly as hard. Any kills or assists you get on the Ghost will extend it as well. Not reset, an extension, which is really better. Because if you get multiple kills, your Ghost can last for over 20 seconds. The movement speed and the extensions are increased per level. Gets all the way up to, I believe, 7 seconds per extension. Ghost lasts for 10 seconds normally. Kane's mid. Kane's having way too many successful ganks for a Kane pre-6. Kane ganks in the early game are absolute doo-doo feces. He's the type of champion that if you're dying to Kane ganks, it's most likely because of your positioning than anything else. Because if you're dying to Kane ganks, you would die to a Janna jungle or Soraka gank. They can come up that far behind you and have that much time to chase and kill you. It's annoying. He's getting red essence. He's overextending a little bit. He's skipping camps and getting a lot of CS through these cheesy ganks that are happening to pan out. As long as we don't die, we'll still be in a great position to carry. Just need to stay alive. I don't have enough gold for what I want. That sucks. I'll just leave base. I'm not going to wait for 40 more gold for Amp Tome. It's not worth it. We're about to hit a pre 7-minute 30 level 6. As a jungler, you're shooting for pre 7-minute 30. Top and mid always hit level 6, generally around 6-minute mark if they have 0 deaths. Or if they take TP, they can hit even faster. We see Kane's top side here. He's soaking so much minion XP, it's insane. He's gotten several waves top. He's soaked a wave mid. We're going to go take his bot side jungle. He's stayed on the map, and he hasn't spent his gold again. He's only spent it from his initial kill, and now he's been on the map. So if we fight him, in theory, we'll be able to win it with our gold spent advantage. We have boots advantage, plus we have the Darksil gold spent. Got to keep our E up. Never want to use it twice and put it on full cooldown. And quick succession against monsters. Against champions, it's different. Like, if you need to stay on top, that's fine. Did my support really just do that? He took away my blast cone for some reason. Like, what? Why would he take my blast cone? I mean, I shouldn't have engaged on Kane. That was my bad, but wow. My whole plan was just take blue Gromp, escape with blast cone. That's fine, I guess. I'm gonna sell. I guess I won't sell that. I don't want to sell my refill just yet. That is super unfortunate. I don't understand that thought process at all. But it is what it is. I should have left the Kane be, even though he was stunned and taking a lot of damage. I could have walked away at that point, but I chose to go back in. The Draven followed up. I missed my Q, so now we don't get our E resets. Kane was just on my Raptor, so now I'm gonna have to go invade his jungle. He's gonna get another free kill because this Yasuo's positioning is just really, really good. Kane, I don't know. I don't even know if we can solo him at this point. I think we can. Question is LeBlanc gonna get there in time? He's in my jungle right now. We have such low cooldown abilities that we can kind of just spam them all at the same time and not have to worry as much about our passive. We're trading jungle with Kane right now. We saw him on our Raptors. He can't cross over for this. He's gonna look for a dive instead. Nothing I could really do about that. We're gonna have to play for the mid-late game. This game was a great example of just a lot of stuff going really badly in the early game. And we're gonna have to stick with it, focus to win it. Sin's just trying to keep her off the minions here. It's kind of working. She's missing out. She doesn't realize that I'm resetting. I don't plan on staying. I'm not going to go bot here. Zillion's not there. Draven's fed. There's no point in me going here. If Kayn shows up, we'll die 2v3 underneath turret. There's just no point. We need to keep our CS high and hope certain teammates just stop dying as much and giving up pressure. It also gives Kayn an absurd amount of essence to have all these successful ganks, and every gank is panning out because people aren't... They see him and they don't run away. They just kind of hang out, not realizing that if you stand still, Kayn can gank like a normal jungler. He leaves one Raptor. Go ahead and clear that. I think Draven reset to spend his gold advantage. We'll take this so the Kayn can't cheese Dragon real quick. We do have CS advantage. He has an overall KP advantage. We're going to have to play for our scaling and our superior mobility over a red Kayn as well. Zilean starting Dragon for them, pulling it out for them. Very cool. I like it. They decide they don't want to. Kayn's still not full item, even though he is red Kayn. He's only so strong until he has his Gore Drinker. Draven's a full item. I don't think we can do anything bot side now. Full Essence Reaver on the Draven. We'd be better off going anywhere else. We need to give the Dragon, take his camps, or try to get the Herald. We can't just stay there and try to fight them on Dragon when they have basically 2k more gold spent on their Draven. Kayn doesn't do it. That was a huge mistake. He's playing too much for kills. That was a colossal mistake. Got it. My E's on cooldown's the thing, though. I have Ghost. My Ghost ran out. Kayn's coming. I gotta leave. Zillion's on his way. He's looking to pop another plant here in a second. And nice try. I'm gonna blue smite him and run. That was a good Zilean speed up. Well played by him. Well played. They're ahead. We can make a comeback though. Diana's very meta. This is the type of thing you can do on her. As long as you minimize your mistakes. I wish I didn't make that mistake. There was no reason for me to try to burst down Kayn. I wasn't full item. Gotta just remember to focus on clears, ganks, and team fights. That was not a gank or a team fight. Just me trying to burst Kayn without a full item, and then I get myself killed and feed the Draven. Kayn's kind of, it looks like he's stuck, sort of, top side. Oh, this is warded, dang. I don't really know where Draven is. That makes me nervous. There he is. Should be able to go take his red buff. I mean his blue buff. Doesn't seem to be warded. I still have a control ward in the brush. So what's happening is Kayn's playing very heavy for kills, and so far it's panning out for him. We might have been able to take Dragon here. She tries to steal blue buff from me. What an absolute scumbag. She makes me smite it even though it was down to very little HP. Very cool player. I'm not going to start Dragon. It's too tanky. It's going to take too long. We don't have our Nash yet, so it'd be kind of bad. Push for plated into Sunfire here. We're still high in CS and our monsters. Lots of golden XP, higher level than Kayn, even though he has a bunch of KP. As a team, we got to slow the game down, stop dying, give up objectives for a little bit, and then on important objectives, we can fight for it. And the passive gold we get will dilute their gold advantage. You'll see the LeBlanc fall off. You'll see, honestly, even Red Kayn fall off a bit. Draven fall off. And Fiora can't really team fight against this much CC. She's not going to be able to move with the Singed Poison Slow. Draven's 2 full items. This would be a really bad fight. Kayn is once again playing for kills. That's fine. It's not how you win the game, though. He's got to get the dragons and heralds. If he doesn't, he could have 50 kills, die twice, bleed away 2k gold. Now his team's going to lose herald if they don't contest. Draven's playing for kills. It's classic. They had a very good early game compared to our teams, and they're throwing it. Throwing it really hard. By taking away the herald, it's going to slow the game down a lot. A lot of people don't really know how to use herald, though. It's not until, honestly, Challenger where people start to get really good value out of it. I don't like this at all. No clue why our team's trying to surrender. I can't fight Draven, though. There's no way. Yeah, someone's just butthurt on our team. They have 0 dragons. It makes no sense to surrender. 0 dragons, 0 heralds. That's why it's good to meet your teammates, especially on a full clear style jungler like Diana. People will annoy the heck out of you. Yeah, he hurts. As long as team doesn't AFK, we 100% win this. Draven's gonna die eventually. All we need is a Yasuo win wall, and for our 0 item Yasuo to not try to all into the death a 2.5 item Draven. We still have a very high CS count. We're not that, which means we're not disproportionately falling behind. We're a higher level than him. We should fight him here. I'm gonna ghost for it. He has to die right here. We get ghost extensions. We're gonna blue smite him into an R. See, this is what I'm saying, guys. If you play for kills, you'll lose most of your games, or you're gonna grind out your games with a 50% win rate and barely win more than half. And then you'll get stuck around platinum, diamond, or low masters. You can't play for kills and expect to win. He had over a 3k gold advantage on our whole team, and he just threw it for nothing. Absolutely nothing. All they had to do was play for drags and try to hold on to that lead, and they might have been able to win. They're so toasted, though. Coming back from that's going to be incredibly challenging for them. Well kited by the Kai'Sa there. And that's where you see Red Kayn is not very good right now. Red Kayn is very useless against high mobility champs. You can't stick on top of them. Even if he does have more gold, if a high damage champion can kite him out like a Kai'Sa or a Vayne, he'll die. He also has Merc Treads, which is kind of weird. Our team's, I guess we are triple magic damage. Reset, spend my gold. I don't want to stay so far up on the map. We could have Herald and possibly gotten a turret. It's possible. We still have a long time to lay it. I prefer to kill Draven first. We can pop R, get him with the Yasuo R. Hopefully he doesn't have me muted. I haven't really typed this game. I typed once, and I shouldn't have, but it wasn't anything nasty. Singe is looking for the fling. He finds it. I don't... yeah. Draven kited it out really well. Singed also doesn't have Predator. Plus Draven has the Yuumi, so... I couldn't get there in time. We needed to let me lead it, because I can... My dash out range is... My dash out range is Draven autos, so... They're trying to split now. It seems like they don't want a team fight. I don't think that's a bad option. It's weird because they're ahead in kills. Generally, the team that's ahead in kills doesn't try to... Normally, they don't try to play like this. I gotta land my Herald. Yuumi dies. We get Sunfire. She's probably tanking the turret there while she's on top of Son. And then she got stunned out. Once again, they're playing for kills. They die. Fiora gets the split push kill there. We have Sunfire. This is where Diana is tasty. We get our E reset there. The QE. He needs to speed me up. Or I guess that works too. And goodbye, Draven. He has 3 full items. We're 2 items. And someone on our team's still trying to surrender. That's hilarious. They don't realize you don't win the game by playing for kills. If you try to win the game just by playing for kills, it turns into who has the better team comp. Because whoever's playing for kills, like, it doesn't matter. Even if you're playing in Challenger and you have Hums on your team, they'll always throw the gold. It doesn't matter. They're always going to die at some point and give the team 1,000 gold. And that's what's happened. He's 0 shutdown gold, 0 shutdown gold. They're most fed players. Who's the only people in the game with shutdown gold? Me and Kai'Sa. We haven't died since like around the 7 or 8 minute mark. League isn't really about carrying. It's just about minimizing your own mistakes and being present in the game. Because there's going to constantly be players on both sides making sizable mistakes. She's 2 full item. I don't want to try to solo her. She's similar CS to me. Similar gold spent. I'm not going to stay here. She might walk into me. They should really let me start the engagement on Draven and not the Singe. Singe will lose half his health trying to get to him. I'm going to ghost for this. Not worth it. They started it too early. Hey, friend. Bad positioning by Draven. We go in with the raw E since our Q is on cooldown. Someone needs to reset for the Fiora. And now we play for Dragsoul. They have the worst comp. We have the better scaling champion. Diana in the current meta does outscale Red Kayn. Red Kayn's scaling is very meh versus high shred, such as Kai'Sa. Fiora's trying to force a kill. She might get it, but she's gonna die for it. I guess I'll go for bot turret here. Obviously, the Yasuo is scaling. Oh, it's warded. I'm gonna reset. I don't know where Draven and Yuumi are. I don't want to stay bot and have them come around me and pinch. I can't 1v2 them. Draven has a... That's not really what I wanted, but... That's not what I wanted at all. I didn't even want to... Frickin' LeBlanc, bro. Why is she even over there? Kayn gets the knockup. He stalls it out. Kai'Sa goes over the wall. Draven doesn't quite pinch the kill. Yasuo needs wind wall really bad. I don't have my R. The Singe straight up flung him out of my Q. He doesn't realize it though. I guess I could have held Q for a second. I think she landed her Q on our ward. Nice job for him holding on to his fling. And down he goes. It's time to reset. Hopefully LeBlanc doesn't jack with our recall here. She's actually trying to split. That's not going to work. Time to go in for Demonic Embrace. We can't finish the whole thing right now. We're also making minimal mistakes to where we might as well grab Mesh. If we could have afforded the full Demonic, I would have gone ahead and done it. But we can't, so I'm not going to. I'll give it to Kai'Sa. She's kiting really well, even though she's toxic and constantly tries to surrender. She's kiting well enough to justify it. She's probably mad. I would be mad if I was her too. When I gave Draven that kill, when me and Zilean were killing Kayn, that was my biggest mistake of the game, and it threw our tempo off. But Draven players doing what they do 99.9% of the time, they end up giving that shutdown gold. And that was really good. What? This Yumi's on me because Kane's inside of me. That is such a weird interaction. That's game. Boy, oh boy. Once you hit that Nash, Sunfire Power Spike, absolute shred mode. Diana is... I'd say she's a top 3 1v9 jungler. Not that I 1v9 this game, but in terms of just having absurd potential to not only do the most damage dealt, but also the most damage taken, similar to how an Aatrox can pull that off, or an Irelia. Irelia's in that same zone. And what's nice about it is she has double point and click long range dash that outranges AD carry autos. Like when AD carries want to go toe to toe, oftentimes they're going to eat it. Draven's given us a lot of respect now. He's 4 full items. He's still a lot of gold spent up on us, even on the Kai'Sa, who has more kills than him. I suspect she'll have caught up, though, once... I would give Zilean blue. I always give Zilean's and Yumi's blue. Well, I guess he wanted me to have it. Draven gets the kill. I'm going to ghost for this. Gotta pop my R. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Holy crap, Zilean's broken. Gotta play for Dragon here. I put my E on cooldown. That was really scary. Having to deal with a Fiora Kane. Oh my god. They have a lot of shred power. Is he also really gonna take my blue? I think he really is. He really shouldn't be taking that. Oh, that's so gross. Zilean and Yuumi are mana hogs. If you give them blue buff, they can actually carry the game. Are we really giving up Dragon? We actually are, okay. That doesn't make sense to me, but alright. No one, Yasuo is pathing away from it. I'm not going to go force a dragon fight. Yasuo doesn't want a team fight, even though Draven's their most fed player and all he has to do is press wind wall, but alright. Got the stun on him. I missed my R. He dies inside from Kayn poison. I'll wait on her. I actually chased the wrong one there. That's an oof. Kai'Sa gets a Baron. Kind of have to wait here. Oh, I actually didn't get it. Yeah, I can't fight it. I don't even know if I was in range to auto attack him there, but he was healing like crazy. I couldn't get away at that point. I had to turn. I can't outrun a Draven with a Yuumi. They both have speed ups, and Yuumi has a slow and a snare. It's tragic. Typically at this point, if you're the real tank for your team, you can go for Zhonya's. I'm not a big fan of that since it takes you out of the fight and you can't auto attack anymore and you're wasting your passive's attack speed bonus, which is 107% for 3 seconds after using any ability. I don't think Zhonya's is optimal. I think what we would want here is a Thornmail. It's going to give us a way to apply... Oh my gosh. It's going to give us a way to apply heal cut. He's literally full build. He's basically 2 full item up on me. Veg is really inexpensive. Yeah, we'll go for Thornmail here. We need everyone to dump everything into Draven. Big Yasuo wind wall. We kind of need everything on Draven here. Yasuo flashes. It wasn't pretty. I had to put my E on cooldown to get to Draven there. Wasn't a big fan of the fight since Kai'Sa was dead, but it just seemed like it was going to happen. LeBlanc's forcing the kill. She's in trouble. Yeah, she dies. I think it's time to sell Mej. might actually be worth it. Draven's doing a lot of damage. If Zilean doesn't R us, Zhonya's might actually be worth. We're getting hit by a Draven Yuumi and losing so much HP. Yeah, we gotta sell it here. We don't have a choice. These last couple of fights have gone weird. And, yeah, we need the extra tankiness. When I go in for my R, it's not really worth it if I do it on just a single target such as Draven. If my teammates can't follow it up, and they weren't able to follow it up, they'd already used their abilities. Yasuo didn't R. Maybe he was still respawning. That's really as simple as the fight should be, is I press R, Yasuo presses R, and then they'd all die. Yuumi's really annoying, though, for Diana. Diana has so much AoE damage, and you can't even R the Yuumi. It's so dumb. Yuumi's just one of those characters that does well against AoE damage champs because she hides inside of her teammate. Because if she was a Soraka or, I don't know, like a Taric or Leona, you just pull them together and you basically one-shot them both. That is GG's, though. That's good games. Well played. We'll take a look at damage dealt, damage taken. We'll be top 4 damage dealt. Probably top 3 damage taken. Let's take a look. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we were... What were we? I guess we were 4th. We were pretty close to number 2 and 3. Draven had the most by far. Yeah, I also had the most gold by far. For damage taken, we were middle of the pack. What about self-mitigated? Self-mitigated, we were the most on our team. So we did take a lot of damage. We did a lot of damage. We didn't necessarily have a lot of gold either on our team. We had 13 assists. For our runes, pretty high value. The Conquer, Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, Conditioning, Unflinching. Ultimately, the value you get out of this build in Diana turns exponential the longer you can stay alive, because you'll be fighting with Flame Touch on from your Sunfire. It takes roughly 6 seconds to get Flame Touch active once you're in combat with the champions or epic monsters. So once you have your Flame Touch stacked and your Conqueror stacked, that value you get is so high. To where, unfortunately, we weren't able to survive quite long enough against the Draven, while at the same time, if we did go for Zhonya's, well, then we're just blowing off our Flame Touch, our passive 100% attack speed, and our Conqueror stack. So there's definitely a sweet spot. If they do have someone who's absurdly fed with a Yuumi, it can make playing Diana annoying, but ultimately the champ's still nuts. You guys should give her a try. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.